Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So today we are looking at my neighborhood Alice. I will be giving you a slight review on what the game is about and their latest update and their tokenomics. Of course, that is the most important part, and after that we'll do an on-chain analysis on Alice coin as well, and at the end I will look at its price action and price prediction as well as price analysis. So let's get started. So let's have a look at what is my neighborhood Alice game is actually about. So basically it is a multiplayer builder game. The game is highly inspired from Animal Crossing, which allows player to buy, sell or own virtual land, collect items, meet friends and build islands. So basically it is a game. So if we just go here, as you can see here, they just went to the beta season 1, so they were in the alpha before. So I think they have been developing ever since 2021. So if you just look here, the token did launch in I think 2021, so they have been building the game for around 3 years, so that's a pretty long time I think. And if you just look here, we have there is archipelago where users can actually build their own world. So there's something, so it looks like a chicken I think. Anyways, let's move ahead. So as you can see here, gather all the archipelago's resources and be ready to craft unique NFTs for your avatars and to make your land look special. Many NFTs are waiting for you to be discovered. So basically you own a land and you can actually craft and make it special, something like that. So I'm not going to play a game, I will just look at here. So I cannot actually pronounce this word, so let's just move ahead and see what's happening. So the latest update was about my neighborhood Alice adventure contest. So besides that, they did the biggest, I think the biggest pump for the Alice did came from this beta season 1. This is their first stop on the road to decentralization. So it has taken them a lot of time to develop this game and they have been actually getting there. So it is a pretty big time to develop a single game for a time like this, but still I think it's pretty good. If you just try to click to play here, if you just look here, I think you need to actually first of all get a land and then download a game and play on your PC. So the biggest problem with this one is that it is from the looks of it, it is only available on Windows as of now. So it's not available on iPhone or even iOS, so that's a problem, or even macOS, so that's a problem. It also requires a pretty good GPU. So the latest one does require I think Nvidia's 1050, so that is, I think it's not that expensive, but still it does require GPU, so that's a problem. And beside that, I think it will actually come out on a Steam as well. As you can see here, it says coming soon. And if you look at the developer, this is a developer actually, so they do have I think a pretty good game. So I already have opened here. So this is the developer, as you can see. So they already have a pretty good games, as you can see, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. So basically this will be their latest model. So they have been actually developing Calistropia for a long time. So I think they started that game I think in 2019, as you can see here. They have had I think multiple updates for that game as well. So their most highest rated game is actually Kartong, which is a VR game. So they do have pretty good reviews on that as well, and now they are actually working on my neighborhood Alice, as you can see. So if we look at here, so from the looks of it, they started working on my neighborhood Alice I think from the October or even November. And if you just go here, this is their roadmap. So first of all, this is what they are building and this is what they have done so far. So in just 2024, their biggest update was I think for the beta season 1. And as of now, they are actually working on ability to invite fellow players to collaborate on the same land. And they also have something called the long awaited use for the fruits grown from the mysterious seed. And they also have ability to assign a name to a land plot, so that is not available. So they are also working on decentralized networking solution for real-time application. They are also working on the first version of a user generated content tool empowering creators. So I think that that will most likely be some kind of AI or something like that product. So still they are working on that. So they are also working on decentralized NFT bridge. So decentralized solution for NFT bridging, allowing for in-game trading of ERC-720 tokens. So that's going to be pretty good. And they are also working on ability to use in-game Alice minted on Ethereum. So I think as of now the Alice which is actually being used is only for the BNB. So I think they are working on Ethereum. So Ethereum does have pretty high fees, so I think they will most likely be going towards layer 2. I'm just guessing, I'm not actually sure, but I think they will most likely be using layer 2 as well. Looking at the investors, these are the investors, and I think most of them have already received their token. So I think many investors may have even sold their token as of now, but still we do have a Binance Lab, Anchor, as well as the Sandbox, which is pretty good one. Overall, I think they do have a pretty good investors. So looking at their NFT marketplace, this is their NFT marketplace, and if we look at the 30-day volume, it is only 5.6k volume, so that is not that high, and they have only seen 17 land sales and new neighbors around 1500. So I don't think that as of now the game has actually received that much. Still, it's not that much. And if we just go to the game and how much it is being actually used, these are the top games as you can see here. And if we just look at the number of wallets and which one is the top one, just a second. So okay, so we just went from the bottom down. So as you can see here, the biggest one as of now for 24-hour is World of Dipians. And just let's look at the 30 days. So we have Matrix, we have Motodex, we have Pixel Suite, Sweat Economy, Boomland, 5 Stars Blamber, and everything like that. But if you just look at Alice, so Alice, after the I think beta season, they have finally started to get some users. So as you can see here, they have gained over 62% users in just 1 month, so that's pretty good. And they have around 4.84k monthly wallets, so it's not that much, but overall I think they have actually started to see a pretty good improvement on their game or on the users. So I think that's pretty good. And beside that, if you just look at their updates, of course the biggest one was the beta season 1 live, so and nothing beside that happening. And they have been actually, I think many users actually using and starting to play their game, so that's pretty good. And beside that, I don't think that we have anything else going on here. But overall, I think they actually need a lot more adoption if they want to succeed. And as of now, it does not seem like that they are getting the mass adoption. Still, the user base for the Alice is increasing rapidly, so that's pretty good. And the Alice coin is required to actually trade the NFT, so that's pretty good as well. Overall, I think the Alice coin does have a pretty good utility, but what they are lacking a development. And if they do want to actually get more users, they actually need to release mobile version of this game, as well as I think on the as well as iOS version as well, if they want to see more users. But as of now, they are only available on single platform, and I think that's a problem. And I think it will probably take them around at least 1 to 2 years to actually get the full game running. And after that, they could actually go multi-platform. And I think if you are looking to hold Alice coin, I think you will have to most probably look for a long game. So anyways, let's look at the tokenomics of the Alice and see other things, what's going on with the token. So let's look at Alice tokenomics and its utility. So first of all, it actually plays a crucial role as a utility token within their ecosystem. So I think that is pretty good one. So it has a max supply of 100 million, so that is a pretty good one as well. So it is also a game economy. As you can see, Alice simplifies the in-game economy, making it easier for players to buy, rent, and sell NFTs on their marketplace, so which is this marketplace. So most of the items are on the BNB, so I think that's pretty good. And as you can see here, there are a lot of lands as well as animals, items, and equipable, so that's pretty good, I think. After that, it is also used for crafting features. So crafting some type of NFTs will require Alice. So this crafting process is very peculiar. A portion of Alice remains unlocked or locked within the NFTs, and you can have them back if you decide to burn. So basically, this is a locking feature where users actually lock their tokens and they get the NFT, and once they do burn their NFT, they can actually get their Alice coin back. So something I think it's pretty good mechanism still that you have to keep in mind. After that, it is also used for governance, so in the near future, so it's not live as of now. And their last feature is earning rewards. So their ecosystem rewards player engagement during special occasions. Token holder gain access to exclusive rewards, so that is dependent on the time, and the team will most likely announce it, so you have to keep in mind. So basically, what is Alice? Alice is an ERC as well as BAPE20 as of now, because it's available on Binance as well. So can you stake Alice? No, you cannot, because it does not have any staking rewards, but sometimes they do allow the staking, and depending on the, I think, the event. So beside that, where is it? So is crypto wallet required to play a game? So yes, you need a crypto wallet to play a game. So is Alice? So Alice is not the only currency in the game, so they have something called John as well, so you have to keep in mind. So according to them, the circulating supply of Alice is actually 67 according to the coin market cap, whereas CoinGecko shows around it shows around 92 million, and I think it does have around 67, because later I do go over their on-chain analysis, and 32 are actually in the ecosystem Alice ecosystem contract or something like that. So I think that supply is actually locked, so I think it does have around 67 in the circulation, so you have to keep in mind. Beside that, we do have some Alice rewards actually getting released, as you can see, daily, which I think belongs to the reserve, and that reserve amount will most likely go to the community, so that's pretty good. Beside that, we do have investor getting their coins, so they got around 21 million, so that is a lot, but I think they have received most of their tokens, so you have to keep that in mind. So I think that's pretty good as well. So as of now, we do have around 32 million coins locked, I think, in the Alice ecosystem, and beside that, most of the supply is on the Binance exchange. So I think most of the trading for the Alice is happening on the Binance. So if you just go here, as you can see here, we have 32 in the Alice ecosystem and 30 million in the Binance exchange. So a lot of coins are on the Binance, so that means most of the Alice is being used for trading rather than in game, so that means it may not have that much demand, so you have to keep in mind. And another thing that I will discuss on in the last section, which will be price section analysis. As you can see here, this is the price and this is the market cap. So just a second, I'll let it load it up. So this is the market cap. As you can see here, the market cap has remained pretty good, as you can see here, and the price has gone down significantly, and I think that has to do with the supply release of that token. So as of now, we still have 32 million to go, but I think we will most probably see a pretty good sell pressure, but it may not be this much. But as you can see here, it has seen a pretty good sell pressure, so you have to keep that in mind. So I will discuss it more in the last section. So let's do some on-chain analysis on Alice. If you just go here, and if we open the Etherscan and as well as BCS, because it's available on Ethereum as well as BNB. So if we just look at Etherscan, it has 92 million max supply, and the rest of the supply is actually on the BNB chain, which is around 8 million. So if you look at the top holders, the biggest one is actually Alice ecosystem. So if you just go here, it actually as of now holds around 32 million, so which is a lot. And after that, we have 30 million on the Binance, so I think that's pretty good, because it does have a lot of trading going on there. So if you just go here and let's just open the first transaction, which happened around 372 days ago. So if you just go here and see, as you can see here, this account has a zero, almost zero balance. So if you just go to the other connected account, and they did transfer around, I think, 700k, which is a lot, and let's see what he did. So Again, he transferred a pretty big amount to this account, which is over 1.1 million. So this account still holds a pretty good amount, which is around 2 million. So I think these probably belongs to some kind of ecosystem partner or even the team. I'm not sure. So if you just look at this 1 mil, which shows the Binance logo, so I think that has to do something with Binance. So let's just try to see and what is happening. So its balance is actually 0. So he did sold his token to the Binance around 214 days ago. So there is a possibility, by looking at this biggest account which holds around 32 million tokens, that these will end up in, I think, whether these will go to the community, or either these belongs to the team or even the investor. So there is a possibility, or there is a pretty big possibility, that we have potential 32 million price pressure on the Alice. So it is a pretty big amount. So if we do convert it to, I think, the market cap, its worth is around 32 million or even more than that. So that is a lot, and I think that is a bit concerning. So I could not find the exact reason when the quantity will go out, but still that is something you have to keep in mind. So let's look at its price. So as you can see here, it had a really massive rally from, I think it started from 1.23 and it went as high as $2.7. So that was a pretty big pump, and we are back to that same price as you can see here, and it has started to recover. So first of all, let's clear the confusion why this happened. So this happened because of their big announcement, which was actually, neighbors, if it's your turn to craft now. So crafting went live, so that means more utility for the Alice coin and and stake soon. So basically they have some kind of program coming up. So that was one of the reasons why I think the demand for the Alice skyrocketed. So that was one of the reasons. And after that, if we just look here, we have had not any that much update. As you can see, we don't have anything going on here. So that probably, I think that probably does explain this jump. As you can see, we have no update beside that. So I think if they do leave another update, we could actually end up seeing a pretty good pump for the Alice, but as of now we don't have anything going on. So I think staking will be pretty big for the Alice coin, and I think once it does come out, I think we will probably have a pretty good pump for the Alice. So we do have one pump point for this coin. And beside that, as I discussed in the on-chain analysis, we do have around 32 million in that ecosystem, and I think they have for 1 year or around, I think something like 8 months or 7 months, those tokens have not been touched. So that's pretty good. Still, I think if the BTC does go down, what I'm looking at, I think the best entry for the Alice is around here. So as you can see, this is their low, I think around 71 to 63 cents. So I think that's the best entry for this coin as of now. And if you're interested for it in as of now, I think you can actually enter around somewhere 92 to 82. That is the best entry for this coin, because if you look here, there were a lot of sellers waiting to sell, and that is exactly what happened here. And their game, I think, will most likely take a lot of time to develop, and I think that is a big problem. So just in case, I think we do have pretty good trade setup here. So if it does not pump from here, so this is a support zone if you just look here. So if it does starts pumping from here, there is a big possibility, because this seems to be a pretty good pretty strong support. As you can see, it did actually pump from here to as high as 1.37 from, I think, what is this, so it pumped from $1, so from here as high as 1.37. so that was a pretty good pump. As you can see, around 135%, so that is a lot. And after that, it came right again here, and it pumped and went over, I think, as high as it went, I think, 2.7. so that is around 174% pump. So that is a lot as well. So I think, again, if it does touch this level, which is around $1, and I think it will most likely touch it, and if it does not lose this level, so let's just say that comes here and again it starts to pump, I think we will most likely see at least 70% or even 80% pump from here. And if it does come here and loses this support, I think we are most likely heading towards 92 to 82 cent demand zone. If not, I think 71 to 63 is a big possibility. So I think we have a pretty good pump zone from $1. So if it does come here, we'll most likely see it again pump, but I think we'll have to wait and see, and if it does touches it or not, because it did really came close. As you can see here, it was around 1.026 and it did not touch this level, but I think it will most likely touch this level, and I think once it does that, I think we'll most likely see a pretty good bounce back for this coin. So anyways, I think if you are planning to hold this coin for a long term, you have to be ready for a really long term, at least 2 to 3 years, because their game is still in the beta. So it has to actually come out into the mainnet, and after that they have to actually go across platforms, for example on macOS and others. So it will most likely take a lot of time, and their development is really slow. So you have to be patient with this coin if you are looking to hold it for a long term. And if you are looking to trade, I just explained that we have the most likely the best trade from here and here. So anyway, this was it. I hope you liked the video. I will be back with more. Thanks for watching.